Bruyne is corner. Holland! Goal! It's Mo Salah! It's Mo Salah! Absolutely sensational!
And we're live. Welcome back for the second FPL deadline of the season. How are we all today? Thank you all for being here. Good to see so many in chat already. Welcome to this deadline stream. How's everyone's teams looking? How did we all get on in Gameweek 1? Progress today. I managed to unmute myself before we switched over, so getting better and better. I tidied up the intro as well. I'm adding more and more players to the intro there, so just got to add a few more and then there's no repeats. Welcome back to another live, exactly that. Yeah, no injuries last game week, which is good. Seems like we all got away with it. What's everyone thinking this week? Are we rolling? Are we making early transfers? Senior Lump, good evening, Oscar. Wishing you a good gaming. Love you. Good to see you, Senior Lump. Double Burnley defence, hell no, he says. There's no one else doing it. There's no one else on the double Burnley defence. I can't be the only one. I can't be. Jago, thanks for becoming a member. Thank you very much, Jago, for the support. Eze to Arsenal as well. Yeah, what do we think about that? From an FPL perspective, I don't know if he'll be an option much this season. Maybe he'll lock down left wing or something, but yeah, there's a lot of competition, obviously. P. Johnson is rolling. Great signing though, like I absolutely rate Eze. He's absolutely class, proper baller. I've had some good memories over the years of Eze in my FPL team. Last season he served me well. I think it was the year before as well, when Glasner came in and I went triple Palace attack. I had Eze, Elise, and Mateta, and that was when they all smashed it. I think Mateta got like 29 points that double game week, and yeah, Eze and Elise also got double-digit points. So big signing. Avoid Saka, says Ryan. You know what? If I was free hitting a wildcard, and I would have him this week. I would have him in my team, and I'd probably captain him. Esteval to score and assist. Do you reckon he starts, Mason? I've seen some reports that it's a possibility. Again, I don't think I'll be going there on FPL unless he gets loads of starts in a row, loads of good minutes. Fabian says, absolutely buzzing with my mates at a barbecue with the stream on right now. Have a good one. Enjoy the barbecue. Thanks for switching it on. Appreciate that. Akshaya, thanks for the super chat as well. Haaland or Palmer for captaincy? Oh yeah, if I had Haaland, I would be captain Haaland. Definitely. I think he's the best captain this week. So yeah, I wish I had him. I think Saka's second best as well, and I don't have him either. So yeah, I don't have probably number one and two. I mean, arguably Gyökeres is like third best after Saka or second best. I was having a look on the captaincy widget on the site earlier, and look how tight it is this week now. Look how tight it is. It's unbelievable. So Haaland, Gyökeres and Salah on 5 stars, Saka and Palmer on 4. So we're not going to see it this close for a while, I don't think, after this week. It's so tricky this week, and I've been going back and forth on Salah and Palmer myself. I don't have other headaches like Gyökeres or Haaland to think about. But even Salah v Palmer, I think, is super difficult this week. Finally got to see your face. Yeah, I always have the webcam on in the stream, so obviously I don't show myself in my videos. Originally, that was more like, it's partly because then I don't have to worry about making myself look presentable, and the other reason is I write down everything I'm going to say in my videos, which can sometimes make it quite hard to sound natural, but I write down everything that I'm going to say before I record, and it basically means the videos can be as concise as humanly possible. Because if I just hit record like this, I know some of you quite like this sort of thing, the live streams, but I'd be there for ages just talking and rambling. Growing a beard? No, not really. It just comes back so quick. So there's also that. Like if I'm writing down everything I'm going to say and the camera's on, I constantly mess up what I'm saying because I'm reading off my notes. I'm like, welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to be doing blah blah blah, and I like stumble my words. And what was the point I was making? Yeah. Anyway, so I'd have too many outtakes or too many retakes if I had my camera on. So you don't notice the amount of takes. Every video there's like 15, 20 separate recordings. On a free hit, seems like there's a few free hits this week and bench boosts as well. So let's do a poll on that. Which chip have you got active? So we'll go none, bench boost, free hit, triple captain. What have I forgotten? Oh, wildcard. Wildcard. I wish it lets you do 5 options. So yeah, I would go Haaland, Akshire. Bobby says, happy deadline day. 2 questions. A Porro or a Stev, and Gw start or not? Good luck to everyone this game week. Cheers for all the content as always. No, I think Gw absolutely don't start him. They just won 3-0. He's absolutely going to be nowhere near the starting 11. He probably won't change anything. Unless there's like injuries or something I missed. So, nah, keep Gw on the bench. I would start Esteve over Porro all day. That's what I've done in my team, Bobby. I'm on Esteve. I'm on double Burnley defence. Is anyone else on double Burnley defence? I need to do a poll on that as well. Because I could just hedge with Sanchez, and even that's a 50-50 in itself. How we doing, Mikey? By the way, good to see lots of members in the chat. I need to say hello to a few people. We've got BA in the chat, AF. We've got Christopher, George, good to see you. We've got Elk, Git, Sar, Cody. We've got George, Up TFC, Lars, Derek, Timo, Kinley, Alex, Payush, Alexander, Topic, Risey, Alex. Too many to name. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like this stream if you are liking it, or you can dislike it if you're disliking it, and subscribe as well. It's all free. Thank you for being here. I'll do my best to answer all these questions. Let me keep going. So yeah, I'd start as Stev, Bobby, and I wouldn't start Gw. Parada says, hey Focal, who should I sell Frimpong to? I already own my 3rd Chelsea Tosin. I want Cucurella, 8 Nori or Gabriel. Where can I see possible future price changes? How bad is going Watkins captain? Yeah, I think Gabriel, I think you got it right there with Gabriel. In terms of price changes, Live FPL I think is the best predictor, and they've also just added it on Scout. Let me try and find the page. Where is it? Is it Tools? They literally just added it this week, and I actually can't remember where. Oh, there it is. So yeah, on the Scout homepage, on the left, it's got FPL price change predictions. I'll just put it on screen so you can see what I'm looking at here. It won't all fit in, but it's got the list of players, the team they play for, the price they are, the progress to a price rise. Maybe if I do this. Oh, that's better. I've made the browser think I'm on my phone when I'm not, so that works. So you can see, maybe we can go like that. So yeah, this shows the percentage they're going to expect it to be tonight. Over 100% means a change. So potentially tonight we'll see Haaland, Kudus, Reinders, Semenyo go up. Fallers, Frimpong, yeah. So I would go to Gabriel to answer your question. Yeah, Fantasy Football Scout website, and then go to price changes to get that information. Alright, let me bring chat back up. That's the one I use, by the way. I'm not plugging it just because it's Scout and I work with Scout. Like I did, it was live FPL last season, and Scout like own a live FPL, so it's their data. You can get it on live FPL as well. The best one, in my opinion. How bad is going Watkins captain? I don't hate it, you know. He's got a great record against... Literally, just before I went live, my mate who's a Villa fan rang me and he was like, bro, I don't know who to captain. Salah, Palmer, Watkins. He's a Villa fan and he was telling me that he's got a really good record against Brentford. Personally, Salah and Palmer I think are better, but I don't dislike Watkins. Elk says, does João Pedro start? Would you pick him over Murillo? Yeah, I think he will start. Maresca was saying something about him being like really versatile. He can play anywhere across the front, which is obviously true. We've seen that before. I think he does start. Yeah, I'd keep him if I had him, definitely. Nice fixture for attackers. I definitely would start him over Murillo as well. Wan-Bissaka or Harry Wilson or Fulkrug? Who have Fulham got? Man United home. I'd probably go Fulkrug. Was Wilson benched Game Week 1? I think he was, wasn't he? So I think it has to be Fulkrug. Just go for the start. Hope he scores. He's playing home to Chelsea. Not a great fixture, but Virendra says Fulkrug surely. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Nick says bench and captain: Sanchez, Munoz, Milenkovic, Murillo, Bruno, Palmer, Gakpo, Verts, Reinders, João Pedro, Watkins. Benches: Dubravka, Mateta, Porro, and Bior. So you're playing a back three. 1-2-3, 3-5-2. Ah, Mateta on the bench. How has this happened? You got no Salah. Yeah. No Salah. Mateta on the bench. It's almost bench boostable. Almost. Yeah, you got it right. I'd bench Porro. I'd bench Bior. Mateta versus João Pedro. I would start Mateta or João Pedro. That's what I would change there, and I'd leave the rest. Oh, a tricky one, because João Pedro's got West Ham. His minutes are crap. Mateta's will be good. He's on pens. I'd just about start Mateta, Nick. Max says, Wan-Bissaka, Porro, Anderson, start one. You're happy FPL's back? I'm happy FPL's back as well. It's good to be back streaming. Good to be back playing FPL after a long summer off. Wan-Bissaka, Porro, Anderson, start one. I would say Anderson. I think actually Anderson versus Porro is closer than people are making out. Because I was actually impressed by Man United, and I just cannot see a world where Fulham keep a clean sheet or Spurs keep one, but then Porro is really, really advanced down the right. Frank might play a back three like he did against PSG, which would have Porro and wing back, so there's also that. I'm on Anderson myself. A lot of 50-50s this week, aren't there? Paul says, bench one out of Tarkowski, Estev, Nico and Richards. Who've Everton got? Let me check that. They've got... Oh, they're home to Brighton. I'd start Tarkowski. I'd start Estev. Nico versus Richards is honestly a coin toss. I would say... Richards just for the home fixture. Super close, that one. Richards quite good for DCs as well. So bench Nico. Jago, thanks for the 21 months as well. I keep forgetting to do the old confetti cannons for the super chats. I think they're going to be hit and miss. Sometimes you'll get one, sometimes you won't. Thanks, Jago. Bench booster, Bravka, Murillo, Van der Ven and Gw2. Nah, definitely not, Jago. Absolutely not. That's the tweet. Gw2 won't play. Van der Ven's got City. It's not a great bench. Save it. Mark says, hi Oscar, is Game Week 2 free hit crazy? So you're getting Petrovic, Saliba, Gabriel, Aït-Nouri, Senesi, Saka, Semenyo. Oh. Nah, I wouldn't do it. So you already got Haaland as well. I wouldn't do it. I think the upside is if you don't have Haaland and Saka and Gyökeres, Nah, save it, Mark. I think you'll have better weeks to use it. You've already got Haaland. You've already got the best captain this week, in my opinion. Yeah, the captain widget on the app's got Haaland and Gyökeres joint and Salah joint top. It's so close this week. I think Haaland's the best. DGP says captain/transfers. Team is Raya, Kukurea, Reece James, Saliba, Saka, Palmer, Reinders, Semenyo, Tielemans, Haaland, and Evan Nilsson. You're on a free hit. Okay. Reece James. Interesting. I would have Gyökeres on a free hit, and you've got Saka. Can you squeeze Gyökeres in? It might mean sacrificing Palmer. Is there any other way to get him? I don't know what your money is on your bench and so on. Tielemans I would get rid of. Definitely get rid of Tielemans. It's pretty much what I'd line up with. I'd have Gabriel over Saliba and find a way to get Gyökeres in there. Tielemans I'd lose. I'm not sure who off the top of my head though. Who's got the best fixture this week? You're already on triple Arsenal, so that doesn't work. Yeah. You got Semenyo, you got Evan Nilsson. Yeah, if you can, I'd switch Tielemans out and go 3-4-3 and get Gyökeres in up top. Even if it means losing Reece James. Like you could just go James to Esteve to fund it, something like that. Oh, you've got Raya in goal as well. Get rid of Raya and get Esteve in. But it's pretty much there. I'd go pretty much the same 11 as you, just a few tweaks there. Chen Lloyd says, rate my wildcard. Ekitike is in for Mark Yu. Haaland's in for Watkins. Gakpo's in for Salah. Gudmundsson's in for Frimpong. Gabriel in for Richards. So are you saying you've wildcarded for like 5 or so transfers here? Yeah, I don't hate it. Did you actually need to? Well, your main problem is Frimpong. The rest seems like it's fine. But yeah, I like the changes. I'd be bringing in the same players as you. I don't know about switching Salah to Haaland this early. I guess it makes sense. Liverpool's fixtures aren't so good after this game week for a couple of weeks. Burnley game week 4. I mean, is anyone thinking about going Salah to Haaland game week 5? So game week 6, sorry. They've got Burnley home, Brentford away, Everton home. I'm thinking about potentially wildcarding then, but it might be later, like game week 13. There's nice fixture swings in game week 13. But yeah, looks good. Adam, thanks for the 20 months. He says start Esteve or Porro. I would go Esteve, Adam. Clean sheet odds for anyone that wants to see them. They're on the Focal app or fpl.page. They appear for free 24 hours before every deadline, so here they all are. And Burnley 32%, Porro 9%. Arsenal top for projected goals as well, City second. Virtual, thanks for the 10 months as well. It says, João Pedro is just another way to spell Nkunku. I'm not going to rule him out just yet. I think he's better than Nkunku. I think he's going to be better than Nkunku. We'll have to see what his minutes are like. Like, if he comes off early again and blanks tonight, then yeah, I think the price falls will be imminent. I'm not sure how close he is, but it's brutal, isn't it? The start of the season, because people are so like impatient with transfers. Like, if Wirtz blanks again this game week against Newcastle, he could drop 0.2 before the next deadline. It wouldn't surprise me. And Nkunku flashbacks, I know, mate. Bertman says, lost my courage and I'm currently hedging with Sanchez, but could be convinced the double Burnley defence. However, you said in a recent video the right thing to do in FPL is often the boring thing, especially early. Yeah, I know it is. It is boring, and hedging's perfectly fine as well. I guess I was talking more about just rolling. Like, it's making transfers is exciting in FPL, isn't it? Because you get your hopes up, getting rid of that crap player. Got someone coming in that should do good for me, hopefully. But often just doing nothing and being boring does better. I think stuff like going double defence isn't like that risky. Like, it's a viable strategy. It's just slightly more swingy. But definitely, like in terms of transfers, being boring and rolling actually tends to do really well in the FPL. Because you're in just a more flexible position than other managers. Obviously, I don't know if you guys watched the video Tom Dollymore, his Gameweek 2 team selection, and he was kind of emphasising that point throughout it. He was saying actually last season, lots of times he got up to 5 free transfers. I don't think I managed that at any point last season. Did anyone get up to 5 last season? I think the most I had was 3. So I'd like to consciously try and get to 5 like Tom did, because he's the GOAT. He's literally the #1 all-time manager. What's the giveaway? I'm going to give away premium memberships for the whole season for the Focal app and fpl.page. So we'll do that in a little bit as well. There'll be like 5 up for grabs. You got up to 3. Adam got up to 5. I think Sanchez or double defence of Burnley's okay. Kay says start one of... Who's Diod? Oh, is that Juve? Dewsbury Hall or Marlon? If we knew Marlon starts, he'd be so much better than the rest. Definitely not Juve, if that's who the first one is. I think I'd actually take a chance on Marlon, you know. Would I? Nah, Dewsbury Hall. Play Dewsbury Hall. Play the minutes. Marlon would be way better if we definitely knew he starts, but he could just end up benched again. You got up to 3. Yeah, I don't think I got past 3. 3 roll transfers. True Mudkip says, tuned in on the exercise bike at the gym. Good luck, everyone. Damn, that is how you do FPL. Anyone else ever like watch videos or listen to videos while exercising, like running or anything like that, or at the gym? Never really thought about that. Like, where do people actually watch my content? Or where are people watching from right now, even? Like, where's everyone? Where is everyone watching from? Are you like at home? Are you in your bedroom, or you got it on the TV, or you're on your phone? Adam says he doesn't leave the house. Where's everyone watching from right now? You're on the toilet at work. At work. Surely everyone's not at work. You're currently cooking. Nice. You got the stream on in the background while you're cooking. I like that. Daniel's at work as well on the laptop. I don't mean where geographically. Like, whereabouts are you actually watching? Like, are you out and about somewhere? Are you on a date on your phone watching my stream instead of talking to the date? Charlie's in the kitchen. Does anyone remember that? I did that stream once and someone was like, they said, I don't know if it was true, they might be winding me up, but they said they were on a date, but they like didn't want to miss the deadline stream. Oh my god. You play Football Manager in the car. I hope you've got it background noise. I hope you're not. Hang on, you're answering the chat. What are you doing? I hope you're a passenger. You better not be driving. That's illegal. Working from home and stream, perfect combo. Very nice. Oliver's in bed. Wolves are going to get relegated for sure. I mean, if they sell Strand Larsen, they're done. I can't believe they would do it. We'll have to see. How are we doing, Sandford? How come no Spurs this week? Well, they've got City away. I'm doing well, Noah. I've been really, really tired the last couple of days. I don't know what's going on. And I think I might be deficient in something. I've got like random vitamins and I don't know what it is. I downed a glass of smoothie before going live. So maybe I suddenly realised I haven't had juice in weeks. Which is not good. So it might just be that. Watching from the fridge. Right. Oh my god. Has Tim just dropped 50 in gifted memberships in the chat? Holy... Tim! Alcohol deficiency. Oh my god, Tim again with the 50, just gifted 50 memberships to the stream. Make sure you chuck something in chat because it gives them to random people in chat. So if you want to get one of the memberships, just spam something in chat. Because it's gonna take a while to dish out those 50 as well. Tim, thank you so much, mate. Don't know what to say. I was chatting to Tim just before we went live actually. So Tim was thinking about doing the Watkins to Gyökeres transfer. Has anyone done that? Is anyone considering it? Havertz out injured for a while. So surely his expected minutes go up. And he's got Leeds home, and he's on pens. I get the appeal, but I said to him, this week it looks great. I think longer term, Watkins is still better. But yeah, I do get the temptation. That was a proper tangent from the exercise bike super chat from Mudkip. Thank you for that. Goran says, thoughts on Reinders captain, if not Gakpo over Salah? Nah, not for me. I prefer Salah over Reinders and Gakpo. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself after Gameweek 1, the Reinders haul in Gameweek 1. Like, he does look class, but I'd need to see him smash out double-digit returns for many weeks in a row to even consider captaining him personally. Not yet. Leslie, thanks for the 10 months as well. Says, bench Anderson, Murillo, Porro or Agbadu. Bench Porro out of those, in my opinion. I mean, I don't think Anderson keeps a clean sheet either, but that's what I would do. Matt Bell, thanks for the super chat as well, Matt. Appreciate that. And Alexis says, hi, do I bench boost with Dubravka, Estev, Baleba and Juve? No, I'd save it, Alexis. I would save it. Baleba, I mean, he might get you the defensive contributions. Juve has got Chelsea. I'd be surprised if he keeps a clean sheet. So you're counting on an attacking return. The odds are just a bit against you with that. You're kind of counting on Burnley keeping that clean sheet, or you really would be in trouble. Oh, Chris is back. Good to see you, Chris. Thanks for becoming a member as well. Hope you're well. Tim the Goat. I know, he's an absolute legend. Really appreciative of the support. Tim is floated. Is that autocorrect on Goated? Floated. Mark says, thanks as always for your insight, Oscar. I'll keep the free hit for later then. You played your triple captain on Salah last week and you got 64 points, 17 on the bench, and he says you're a legend. Thank you, Mark, for that. That's very kind of you to say so. 17 on the bench. It's just one of those things, isn't it? I can't even remember who I had on my bench Gameweek 1. Yeah, I didn't have any returns. 2, 2 and 1. 60 points I got in the end. And Chris says, happy returns, Oscar. Salah, Watkins or Palmer captain. I think Salah and Palmer is genuinely a coin toss. Like, Palmer's got the easier fixture, but Salah's just the FPL Gw2. His consistency over the years speaks for itself, and he's actually got a great record against Newcastle. He hasn't blanked against Newcastle since 2022. So he got an assist playing at Anfield last season. When he played them away, it was that 3-3 where he got 2 goals, 1 assist. Before that, it was 2 goals, 1 assist again, an assist, 2 assists. So a lot of consistency. Some hauls, some low scores there. But obviously, West Ham is a way better fixture. I'm on Salah myself, but it's very close. Tim, thanks again for that. Really appreciate it. Andreas as well, the 42 months says, yeah, Frimpong, is it fine to roll and play 8 Nori? Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah, absolutely. 8 Nori's perfectly good to start. You have to start him every week when you're paying that for him. Yeah, no problem. Vivan, thanks for the super chat as well. And Lewis says, thoughts on Rodgers captain? Nah, not for me. I rarely captain anyone that doesn't take penalties. I'm a bit of a penalty merchant when it comes to captaincy, but penalties can genuinely just make or break a good game week. And a player can have a bad game and still get a respectable FPL score just because of the penalties factor. You know, it happens. Salah could have a stinker against Newcastle, but I don't know, Ekatike could win 2 penalties and Salah's got a brace without doing anything outside of scoring pens. Like, that's how it can go sometimes in FPL. So, and you get a penalty, it's like roughly, I think it's 1 in every 4 games or something like that. So every game week on average you get some. FPL Gw2, thanks very much. Not sure that's true, but thank you. So yeah, I wouldn't captain Rodgers. I mean, who's even on pens for Villa? Rodgers is actually decent on pens, but it's probably going to be Watkins or Tielemans. I'd love it to be Rodgers, don't get me wrong. That'd be great because I've got him in my team. Fudgy says, De Kuiper or Estev and watching while working from home at the desktop. I would say... Estev. I imagine, what's the clean sheet odds like? I imagine slightly better odds, maybe not. 29%, 29% Brighton, 32% Burnley. Well, if anyone's not got the Focal app, search FPL Focal in the App Store. The app's free and there's loads of good stuff on there. Like price changes, fixture ticker, live rank checker. I'm just reading off of that now. Clean sheet odds, statistics, bonus points. So yeah, if you want it, FPL Focal in the App Store, link below. Or you can go to fpl.page if you're using laptops or desktops. British likes the app. Honestly, the traffic's been unbelievable. Like 260,000 active users. It's hard to comprehend that number. The amount of people that are using it. So yeah, very cool. Thank you everyone that has used it. Oh, that reminds me. And also, we've got a new widget. You're the first to see this. It's called Gameweek Wrapped, and the idea was to just give you like an overview of the game week. This is free, by the way, free information, but it's just kind of like a broad brush overview of the game week. Like who's the most captain, who was the most bought player, you know, who got the most XG, best attack by team, overperformers, underperformers, best defense, chips used. So that's another little one. We're always adding new stuff. And last game we added the defensive contributions. So like you've got all the fixtures here. And you can see yes or no if your player hit the threshold for DCs. So like Van Dijk, he got 21, so he comfortably did it. And we've just added this, XG. I know some of you don't like XG, so you don't have to toggle that, but there's an XG toggle. So you see underneath the scores, it will show the XG for all the fixtures in real time during games. And you can even hide the completed games. Obviously they're all completed from last game week, so... Oh yeah, and that's the other thing, we just added a more. You see down here it says more. So now you can see even more players. So we're always trying to add new stuff. When's the giveaway? We can do it now. We can do it now. Should we do it now? Let's get it out of the way. So the giveaway is 5 free premium memberships for the app. So I'm going to put a code on the screen in a second. And you go to become a premium member on the app or the website, and you enter the code as like you're about to check out, but instead of actually checking out, it will give you completely free membership for the whole season. So I'm going to put the code on screen, and there's 5 of them, so the first 5 to enter it gets free membership for the entire season. Alright, here we go. The code is free deadline. So the first 5 that enter that get the entire season premium membership completely free. If you're wondering where to enter it, it's like a... Oh, I can't do it on here actually because I'm already subscribed. You'll see there's a thing to like enter a code or become a member. I think you hit subscribe on the homepage. Right, let me check if anyone's claimed it. Or how many have been claimed. Oh, they're all gone. That was quick. Congrats to whoever got them. Hope you enjoy it. Enjoy the whole season on the house. Make sure you cancel it straight away, and then when the season ends, you won't get billed. So just cancel it as well. The app's crashed. No way. It's working for me. Working alright for me. Right, sorry, let me catch up on chat. Legend, no worries. It's the least I can do. Harry says, do I start Raul, Gw2 or Romero or Roland Palmer captain? Is that good? Is that Raul Jimenez? I'd start Jimenez. If it's between Gw2 and Romero, I'd start Romero. But I'd start Jimenez out of all of those. Captain Palmer's fine. I think it's a coin toss this week. Palmer and Salah equally good. I'd say Haaland and Saka are even better if you got either of those. Encryption says hit the like button, guys. Thanks very much. Doing the hard work for me. Works for me. It's alright for me. I'm tapping on it. Yeah, and it's instantly come up. I think we were just pushing an update live, so maybe that's interfered with it somehow. Anyway. Where did I get to? Kvaz says Tim MVP. Facts. Should I do and die to Reinders? Everton looks awful. I would give it one more week. Like, he's home to Brighton. It's a home fixture. I would wait. You can still afford it in Game Week 3 if you want to. I would give it one more week and then reassess. Tim, thanks for the 26 months. He says, thoughts on Palmer, captain over Salah. West Ham are in a bad situation at the moment. Yeah, like I was just saying, I think it's really close this week. He's got the better fixture for sure. Salah's got a great record against Newcastle. I think Palmer's only played West Ham like twice, and I think he's got 1 goal, 1 assist across those 2 games. So there's nothing to really read into there. I think both are great. It's going to be a long weekend if you captain Palmer and he blanks tonight, isn't it? Oh yeah, chip poll. So 6% bench boost and 6% free hitting, 5% wildcard and 83% no chip. Who's your captain? So I go Salah, Palmer. Oh, I can't even fit in all the options. Haaland, another. So if you go other, just tell us in chat who's your other. Daniel says free hits activated, and he's got Palace, Arsenal, Bournemouth, and Everton defence on a free hit. Should I just be gambling on one defence, such as Chelsea, also in Mbumo, Bruno, or Cunha? I would say Bruno for the penalties, but I wouldn't be surprised if the others do well. In terms of defence, I would think I'd have 1 Arsenal, 1 Chelsea, and maybe like 1 Burnley just to help fund all the good players. Like you could have Palmer, Saka, Haaland. I think you can afford to have all 3 if you go light at the back. Who else would I have? Munoz, Semenyo, Evan Nilsson. So be something like this. Gabriel, if I was free hitting, Semenyo, Gyökeres, Haaland. I don't know if I can afford all this. Let's try. Evan Nilsson. Get rid of Salah and get Saka. I'm 7.6 over budget. What's gone wrong here? Palmer. Maybe no Palmer. Yeah, something like that. And then Murillo to Munoz. Gab to Bravka, that's still fine. Kukurea, perhaps. Something along those lines would be the foundation of it. Rogers to Reinders, that frees up a bit. Yeah, something like that. That's 0.1 mil off, so you get the idea. Pause and screenshot that if you need. Or rewind. I did jump off that quite quickly then, to be fair. Came to my stream because Harry's not answering my question. What a knobhead. Who does he think he is? He probably has way too many questions to answer, so you have to forgive him. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, I made a newsletter with Harry and Ross, so he won't mind me calling him a knobhead. But there's a link in the description for our newsletter if you want to sign up for that. Where did I get to? So Paul said, would you ask Tim to give me a membership? Paul, you've paid more with that super chat than what a membership costs. What, you've had a mare here, Paul? I think it's only like is it 99p or 1.99? Anyway, thank you, Paul. I'm not asking Tim on your behalf. He's done enough. He's done enough. Hydro, thanks for becoming a member as well. Thank you very much, Hydro. And Jay as well with the 10 months. Would you bench boost to Bravka, Stev, Dewsbury Hall and Porro? No, I personally wouldn't, Jay. I think that you're going to get better weeks to use it. It's not a bad bench, actually. But I think if I had that bench, I'd be saving it. Porro went blank. Oh, honestly, I'm really like reluctant about benching Porro. I think Porro versus Anderson's super close. Maffio says, should I sell Solanke for Larson? If I was selling Solanke, I would go Mateta probably, actually. Mateta's better than Larson, unless you can use that money for a big upgrade somewhere else. But I like Mateta still. Obviously Eze's a big loss, but I think Mateta would probably be where I'd go. And he's got a home fixture. Albin says, do I start Juve or Reinildo, Captain Watkins or Larson? So I would say Reinildo, probably better clean sheet odds. Captain Watkins or Larson? Between those, Watkins, I would say, if you want to go one of those. Matt, thank you very much. Just have a pint on me. Well, half a pint. Thank you very much, Matt. I think YouTube takes some piss take a percent, like 30% as well. So it might be like a quarter of a pint. But you know what? Thank you, Matt. That's very generous. I will do. Please help. With what? What can I help with? How can I help? Tyus FPS, thanks very much for becoming a member. Love the profile picture. That is unbelievable. Alright, who do you reckon is going to be king of the game week then? No one got it. Ballard in game week 1, 17 points. No one got it in last week's stream. Who's it going to be game week 2? Predictions in the chat. I'm going to go with an Arsenal player, and I'm going to say, I might just go boring and say, no, I'm going to say Martinelli. I'm going to go left field. I like Gyökeres. That's probably an even more obvious pick. I'm going to say Martinelli. Gabriel, Reinildo, Saka, Watkins, Rodgers. Don't sleep on Steven. Who the hell's Steven? Oh, do you mean Esteve? Esteve, 17 points. Oh, mate, honestly. Did you see that interview? Someone was like, Esteve, so what do you think about your really high ownership in FPL? And he was like, what? Yeah, my friends have been telling me about this. What is this game? To us, Esteve is so important this game week. But to him, he doesn't even know about us and FPL. That all said, a lot of footballers play FPL. I don't know if you've seen, but I've got a thing on my site that tracks the players that play FPL. So who's doing the best? Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips got 82 points. Alfie Haaland. Jack Stevens, 73 points. Andy Carroll got 67 points. And he captained Gyökeres. Who else did well? Dorgu got 63 points. Did Dorgu own himself? No. Oh, he did. Yeah, he started himself. Fair play. Where's Salah? You want to see Salah's FPL team? We're just FPL dirtbags, baby. This is Salah's FPL team. He went big at the back. He actually benched Kirkes, interestingly, but he also subbed on. I think he started Gw2. Yeah, that was it. And he didn't even play, obviously, so Kirkes, his 0-pointer, ended up subbing on. Interesting team. He did captain himself, Salah. John McGinn. His name on FPL is Jesus Garcia Pitage. And basically the backstory is, years ago, I used to post these footballers' teams on Twitter. And I noticed, this is going back like 3-4 years, I noticed that loads of Aston Villa players sold Grealish. And I tweeted about it and it went like properly viral. And it ended up getting into Dean Smith's press conference, where they were like, Dean Smith, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the Aston Villa players have all sold Grealish. Is he injured? And then Dean Smith was absolutely fuming and he said, listen, I live in the real world, not the fantasy world. And Jesus Garcia Pitage then banned the Villa players from playing FPL. He said, everyone stop playing because you're leaking our injuries. And McGinn just changed his name to the director of football's name. So that's always been his name on FPL since. Love that. Simon says, rank in order, Nico, Murillo, Anderson and Porro. Bench and headache over whether to go double Forest defence. In order, Murillo, Nico. Oh, sorry, yeah. Murillo, Nico, Anderson and Porro. So just swap the first two, basically. You remember that? I love that. It's proper Scottish humour from McGinn. He's like, yeah, I'm actually going to keep playing, and I'm going to change my FPL name to your name if you think you can ban me from playing FPL. Sorry I missed the first stream. No worries, at least you're here now. Verts out for Fernandez. No, if I had Verts, I would absolutely be keeping. Just stay patient for now. Stay patient. Would you sell Juve to Truffert for free? Probably not. It's for me. It's like it's almost a mistake if you're making a transfer in Game Week 2 to sell Juve, because I know he didn't get the clean sheet against Sunderland, but you always knew what his fixtures were going to be after Game Week 1. So we had like months or weeks or whatever to plan ahead for Game Week 2 and beyond Game Week 1. I just think you don't make a transfer in Game Week 2. Just run with it for now. I think the role transfer is going to be more valuable in Game Week 3 because we've still got so much to learn this game week. We're still kind of figuring out what's going to happen. Stick to the plan. I would roll a transfer if you can, and that's my plan this week. I'm going to be rolling because this is one of the most difficult parts of the season because we actually don't know like the state of play. There's so much to absorb. Things could change very quickly in what we thought we knew this game week. So, yeah. I mentioned it in the video, like, let's say, I don't know, Reinders gets benched or something and Verts puts up a 15-point haul, then it's all, like, flipped on its head, isn't it? Palmer or Wood captain? Palmer. Oscar, you're going to regret benching Porro. Would you start Porro over Anderson then, Noah? How are we doing, Eddie? Would it be good to keep Minte? I'd give him one more week, probably. I don't mind Minte to Reinders, actually, but I think you don't have to make a move. 100%. Do you think so? I just cannot imagine a world where he keeps a clean sheet, so I'm going to need him to get an attack in return. I guess there's an outside chance of defensive contributions, but I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Anderson's really good for defensive contributions, to be fair, and he has got the home fixture. Would you start Van Dijk? Yeah, definitely. When you're spending that much on any defender, you've got to start them every week. They're that price for a reason. Like, he smashed it Game Week 1. He got more defensive contributions than anyone, so he'll get you those points even if they concede over time. What's the thoughts behind benching Sanchez? I've been really going back and forth on it, if I'm honest. The clean sheet odds are like basically the same, and I don't know whether to hedge or to just chase the upside. I think both are valid. Let's do a poll on that actually, because I'm interested to know what others are doing, because I might be off the mark with this one. I can kind of imagine it being a cagey game. Like, it's such a massive game. It's a 6-point game. They could both be battling relegation. They could go down to the wire. So I just wouldn't be surprised if it's a boring, low-scoring game. Clean sheet odds. You can get them on the app, by the way, as well now. But here they are for you. fpl.page/team-odds. Chris says, would you bench boost Dubravka, Porro, Verts and Thiago? I'd say that's worth it, yeah, definitely. Is that your actual bench? Surely Verts isn't too weak to start in your team. Surely not. If that's real, then yeah, I'd bench boost that, definitely. A1 Football Tournament says, due for Porro and Verts to Rogers. Keep Verts. Due for Porro. I just can't imagine West Ham keeping a clean sheet. And Porro at least... I mean, I don't know loads about Juve. I know he got like 3 goals, 7 assists last season or something. Porro's got the free kicks and corners as well. I'd be tempted to go Porro, you know. I think both concede. But Porro's probably in theory slightly likelier to get you an attack in return, which is what it could come down to. And likelier to get DC points. So I'd say Porro and keep Verts. Kano, thanks for the 17 months. Says, Issue with Stripe sending login to Gmail accounts. Can you drop me a DM, Kano? I'll get that sorted for you. Let me just send that to the developer as well. Can you just drop me a DM, Kano, and I'll get that sorted for you. Okay, I've asked them to take a look at that. Right, what were we talking about? Best 4.5mm defender. I think low-key Senesi could still be good for 4.5. And he's got a nice fixture this week. Nice fixtures longer term as well, to be fair. Wolves home, right? And then it's Tottenham, Brighton, Newcastle, Leeds, Fulham, Palace, Forest. I don't think it's that bad if you have to start him in all of those. Right, so 50% Salah, 16% Palmer, 16% Haaland, 18% other. If you've got Sanchez plus Dubravka plus Estev, which goalkeeper are you starting? Bit of a wordy poll, this one. There you go. Poll is up. Get your votes in. Let's get to the bottom of this one. Double defense or hedge? Dorgu versus Wilson to start. I'd say Dorgu. I think Wilson was benched, wasn't he, Gameweek 1? So Dorgu. Thanks, Dimitri. Yeah, I think I'd say Dorgu, just because Wilson didn't start last game week. Yeah, he's actually a good shout for best 4.5. I wish I had him this game week instead of Anderson. Oh, he did start. Why did I think he didn't? Let me check that. How many minutes did he play? Did he come off early or something? Oh, sorry. 90 minutes. And you meant Harry Wilson, not Callum, right? Yeah, I'd start Wilson. Definitely start Wilson, Dimitri. Sorry, I got that one completely wrong. I thought he didn't even start, and he played the 90 as well, so I'm like so wide off the mark with that one. Yeah, Wilson, definitely. Are you using any chips? Nah, no chips. I'm going to save them for a while. I actually don't know when I'll even use them yet. Like Salah, I don't think I'll triple captain him away at Burnley. I'd rather use it in a home fixture, but he hasn't got a nice home fixture till Gameweek 14. I think it's right before AFCON. So maybe Sunderland home. Or if I do end up switching Haaland into my team, then I could use it Gameweek 6. Gives me PTSD from last season. Did anyone else triple captain Haaland when he had Southampton home? And he registered his second highest expected goals ever. And he only scored 1 goal. And he didn't get any bonus because he kept missing so many chances. So I think he got 6 points basically. So it was 18 as triple captain. At least he didn't blank, but that was painful. And then obviously Everton versus Liverpool ended up getting postponed because of bad weather. So then Salah gets this double game week and he goes and scores like 25 or something in the double game week. I can't complain. I still finished like really well, top 5k. But at the time, I was just like, I can't believe this is happening. But the thing that's really hard to gauge of FPL is like the butterfly effect. Because I ended up using the assistant manager and I went, what was it? It was like Slot and then Slot again and then Glasner. And that got something like 58 points. So that also did really well, to be fair. So like you can't really gauge actually what was better. I guess it was the right outcome because it was a good season. Maybe I would have won FPL if I'd saved my triple captain. We'll never know. Oh, this poll. 74% are going Sanchez. 26% Dubravka. Am I making a mistake? Are we actually backing West Ham not to score? Surely you hedge. Why was the assistant manager chip removed? Oh, it was a really divisive chip. I loved it. I didn't mind it, but a lot of people didn't. We've done polls on it before in streams, and it was like 50-50. So it was really was split. Dubravka's a mistake. Bow and goal is written in the Bible, isn't it, mate? I'd like to think so, Philip. For those that went Bowen, they deserve something. But also because I currently don't have Sanchez starting. Does give me something to cheer on tonight, extra. I think Palmer's ownership's going to be through the roof as well. I don't know. Diversify. It's really close. Clean sheet odds don't really give you anything. I mean, Chelsea 2% ahead. I just got this gut feeling about the fixture, basically. I just feel like maybe it was going to be a cagey, boring game. And Chelsea have got Colwell out. I mean, Tosin, I think, could be back. Yeah, I don't know. Palmer captain violates Gandhi's law. That's also true. Is a late kickoff considered the early kickoff if it's the first of the game week but an evening game? Is that still the early kickoff? Burnley going to get smoked tomorrow, says Ben Foster. Do you reckon? I think last season it was like 0-0 and 1-0. Watkins or Gyökeres on a free hit? Gyökeres, easy, not even close. Definitely Gyökeres on a free hit. Low ownership, better fixture. Chase the upside. Let's check if the Captain Widget's updated at all. Where is it? Captain. Nah, still, look how close it is. Still, 5 stars Haaland, 5 stars Gyökeres, 5 stars Salah, and then Saka and Palmer on 4. Can't separate them. So, scout selection. Let us know how many you've got. The team this week is Raya, Cucurella, Dorgu, Senesi, Saka, Bruno, Semenyo, Reinders, Haaland captain, Watkins and Thiago. I can't believe they went Watkins over Gyökeres, but anyway. Dubravka, Dewsbury Hall, Ballard and Lacroix on the bench. How many have you got from the team, guys? So for me, it is Bruno, Reinders, and what? Just 3? You got 2? Uh oh, I've only got 3. Daniel's got 4. Is that right? Have I got 3? It's just Bruno, Reinders, and Watkins for me. Even including the bench 4, Dubravka. 2. Most people have got 2. That makes me feel a bit better. John's on 1. Oh, he's just got 1. Has anyone got none? Is it possible to have none? Theoretically, yeah. But what would a team look like with none? It'd be Salah, Palmer, wouldn't it? And different, yeah. Jay goes on 1. 2 of 2 on the bench. You got Saka, Semenyo, and Watkins, Chazza. Reply bait says none. Probably bait. Did you free hit? No, that's not my team. That's the scout selection. We just like to look at it every week. They pick like the best team for the game week. We kind of like to just look at it to gauge how the game week might be shaping up. But it seems like everyone's got very few this week. Encryption's on 5. Most people on like 2. Verbruggen or Dubravka, and you've got a Stev starting. I would say Dubravka. Brighton 29%. Burnley 32. Not much in it, to be fair, but I would say Burnley with that home fixture to Sunderland. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. Ah. Jay says Verts to Saka or bench boost with Strand Larsen, Dubravka, Porro and Sarr. Nah, don't sell Verts. I wouldn't sell Verts. I know Saka's got the fixture, but it's like one of those, long term. Long term, I still think... How have you even got the money for that? Verts is 8.5? Nah, I wouldn't do it. I know Saka's got a great fixture this week, but after that, not so much. So I wouldn't do that. Strand Larsen, Dubravka, Porro and Sarr bench. Do you bench boost that? Probably not, just about. Dubravka and Strand Larsen might do well, but Porro and Sarr, I wouldn't have that high expectations. Sarr maybe, if he's playing as a 10. I probably wouldn't bench boost that. I think I'll do nothing, Jay. Sometimes the right thing is doing nothing. Andreas says Saka captain over Salah and Palmer. I would. If I had Saka, I genuinely would. If you're not going to captain him home to Leeds, like when are you going to captain Saka? And why is he in your team if you're never captaining him? This is the thing about premiums. Premiums are actually really bad value FPL assets. In terms of points per million, they're not good. Like, the best points per million players are those cheaper ones that do really well over the season. But the premiums give you a captaincy choice every week. That's what sets them apart. They give you a captain choice. And if you're spending that much on Saka and you're not going to captain him home to Leeds, like, it doesn't really need to be in your team even. So, I would captain Saka, yeah. What? The dev just messaged me. Fabrizio Romano's got an account on the app. Someone must have set up a fake account, surely. Can't be the real Fabrizio. Fabrizio. Anyway, keep the questions coming. How's your team value 100.1? Because Reinders went up in price. He's 5.6 now, isn't he? What were the changes last night? I've literally not even looked. I've not really been looking at price changes yet. Oh, Richarlison went up. There's so many price falls. Bowen went down. Who else? That's about it. Rodri could be great once he's back full fitness for 6-4. He'll be amazing for DCs as well. Vardy went down. He'll be great as well if he becomes a nailed starter again. Left centre back probably, maybe left back as well. Ballard went up. Like, who's buying Ballard? What are we doing here? 4.6 mil. Did he get 17 points Gameweek 1? He's probably going to finish the season on 18 points. That was a bit harsh on Sunderland, but that is mad. That is proper knee-jerk. Discreet says, great to see you back, Oscar. Who would you start? Esteve, Richards, Anderson, Nico and Porro. I would go Esteve. Go for the clean sheet potential. He's got the best odds of all of those. Yeah, I'd say go Esteve. Ballard triple captain. Oh, you know what? Did you see? I think it was 3 people in the world triple captain him in Gameweek 1. What is that about? Like, who's doing that? Who makes an FPL team and then clicks triple captain? And first of all, they have Ballard in the first place. Secondly, they triple captain him. That doesn't make any sense, but 3 people in the world did that. Time travelers or something going on there. Right, flicking back over to chat. Keep the questions coming. Oh, we've got 2,300 watching. Thank you all for being here. If you're enjoying the stream, do hit like below the stream. Make sure you subscribe. It's completely free. You can always change your mind. But you can hit subscribe, ask a question. I'll do my best to answer it. Premier League staff, you reckon? Do you reckon they're just engagement baiting? Just doing random stuff like Ballard triple captain. Maybe they just manually changed the team to look like that. Just for the interactions. Probably not. But I would like to know. I'd love to like speak to the person that did that and say like, why did you do that? Why did you triple captain Ballard? Like, fair play. Ballard's mum. Maybe they lost a bet. It could be one of those two. That's probably likelier. They lost a bet, or it's someone in Ballard's family. Audio down by 10%. The music or all of it? I've turned the music down 10%. Is that better? Next song. I can't hear anything now. It's gone quiet. Why do you keep ignoring me? I'm not ignoring anyone. I never ignore anyone in the streams. Obviously, I can't answer all the questions. Sorry for that, but I'm not ignoring anyone. Matoma or O'Reilly? Matoma? Gakpo versus Bruno. Bruno. Ballard is a man to watch. I'm not his relatives. I mean, if he lives up to 4.6 more over the season, fair play. But it's 3 Sunderland mad fans. That's who. Yeah, that's true. They could have just been going for it because it's like their first season back in a long time. So 73% Sanchez, 27% Dubravka. I'm going to mull that one over. We've got an hour till deadline. Porro against City or Reinildo against Burnley? I'd probably go Reinildo, honestly. Hopefully it's like a cagey 0-0. Fraser says, I've got Walker and a Stev in the starting 11. I'm tempted to run with Dubravka. Triple Burnley defence. What are you doing with triple Burnley defence? How much is Walker? Isn't he 4.5? That is mad. Oh, it's one of those. Like, imagine they keep a clean sheet and you're tripled up on their defence. You're absolutely laughing. Like, you won't get a red arrow when you've got triple Burnley defence. I mean, I don't dislike it. It's like, it's really like maximum upside. Very volatile thing to do, isn't it? Like, it could work. Depends who your other keeper is. Like, if you had Sanchez, I would start him. Or someone with similar clean sheet odds. How would you get Haaland in your team? I mean, I'd have to roll a few transfers and then it would just be Salah or Palmer down to a cheap midfielder and then one of the forwards up to Haaland. Like, Salah to King, Mark Gw2 to Haaland works. 2 moves. ChatGPT suggested Dubravka's better than Sanchez for this week. We don't mention AI around here because people kicked off about Callum. Oh yeah, I saw a few of you asking where's Callum before we went live. I can't bring Callum back. I know you all loved Callum. Well, not all of you actually, sorry. 49% of you loved him. 51% voted to get rid of Callum. So I think the technology is not quite there yet. He was quite funny at times, but you could tell he was AI still. Alexis says, my team is Verbruggen, Tosin, Milenkovic, Tarkowski, Gakpo, Semenyo, Reinders, Palmer, Watkins, Haaland, João Pedro, Dubravka, Estef, Baleba and Juve. 1.5 mil thoughts. I would roll, Alexis. You don't need to make a transfer this early. You've got a strong start in 11. No need to make a move this week. Yeah, just roll. What I would do though is I would start Dubravka over Verbruggen, I would say. No, I'd start Esteve over Tosin, and you could consider Dubravka over Verbruggen as well. But if you don't want to go double defence, then keep Verbruggen in your starting 11. Tosin was obviously injured last game week, so I would just get Esteve in there over him. Is Haaland injured? Nah. I've not heard anything anyway. Murillo or Porro? Murillo. Porro or Dewsbury? Dewsbury. You have a great voice, well spoken, clear and concise. Do audiobooks. I actually did an audiobook before for my ex. She said she really liked my voice and asked me to do an audiobook. God, I hope that recording never sees the light of day. You've aged since last season. Tough paper round. I think it's different. It's a different office setup. I've got more lighting on me. It could be the paper round as well. It could be FPL. I don't know. I do feel like I've aged a bit since last season. I technically have by about a month, but more than that. Was it really Fabrizio? I don't know actually. I need to have a look. I hope he ages every year. Say no to AI. Mr. Marinakis is just watching you. Is he? Hope he's enjoying the stream. If he's watching, then use some of your wealth and donate 1,000 memberships to the stream so everyone can become members that's watching. Great content, bro. Thank you very much. Rogers or Dorgu? Rogers all day. Callum triple captain Ballard. Tell him not to sack Nuno. Yeah, what did you guys see that? What's that all about? I have to try and find that quote. I couldn't believe what he was saying in his press conference today. Let me search. What do I search? Nuno. Our relationship has changed. It's not good. There was more though. I can't find the rest. But yeah, he's saying like they used to have a good relationship and now it's terrible, and I don't know. I couldn't believe how open he was. I don't know what's happened behind the scenes, but there's been a massive falling out there. I still need to decide who I'm captaining as well, Salah or Palmer. I might just go boring and leave it on Salah. If in doubt, don't get fancy. Do I captain Palmer? I should have thought about this before going live, but I'm starting to think about Palmer again. Never back the early kickoff. Whoa, what just happened? Paredes with the 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Paredes. Set the nuke off. Thank you very much, Paredes, for the 10 gifted memberships. I didn't see who they went to. If you got one of those, make sure you thank him. Thanks very much for your support. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Who do I captain? Marsden says, thoughts on captain of Watkins over Salah, is it risky? A little bit risky, but obviously like way more upside if it comes off than if Salah captain comes off, but ultimately points are what matters. Like if Watkins hauls Salah blanks, then you're laughing, but if you captain Watkins and Salah hauls Watkins blanks, that's going to be brutal for rank basically. Freak says, Gyökeres or Raya on a free hit? Gyökeres, definitely. Go for the upside. Definitely Gyökeres. I would have a defensive asset. I'd have Gyökeres, I'd have Saka, and then probably Gabriel on a free hit. Poll it. Okay. Who's the better captain between Salah and Palmer? This one specifically is Salah versus Palmer. Gyökeres is being slept on, definitely. Honestly, he actually is. So Havertz is out injured for a while now, so he's going to have to get good minutes. Like, there's still Trossard could come on, that sort of thing. But his minutes are going to be better. He's on penalties. He's got Leeds home. I think he's great. Don't rule him out just yet from Gameweek 1. If Havertz hadn't got that injury, then I would say give him this game and then sell. But now it could potentially be a hold. We've got 1 hour to the deadline. I've still got to figure out captain, Palmer or Salah. Our Jagannath says Saka or Gyökeres captain. Jock might have pens. I would probably still go Saka, honestly. Just because he's like a trusted, reliable FPL asset. If that makes sense. I know he's not got the pens, but I would trust him more. Why Dubravka over Sanchez? I think it's another 50-50, and it's just one of those you have to just hope to get on the right side of it. The clean sheet odds are like basically the same. I just wonder if it could be a slightly cagey game, like it has been before when they've played. I don't know. They've basically got the same clean sheet odds. I always bite my finger when I'm nervous or stressed. I know, because I'm just thinking about captaincy now. It's all catching up with me. Do I go Salah or Palmer? Normally I decide this stuff before going live, but I've had a proper busy day and didn't really have a time to properly think it over. Ndai or Nori? I'd say Ndai. Sorry, FCH Sean, thanks for the 34 months. He says, hello Oscar, what are your thoughts on Saka captain this week? Good luck all. Yeah, if I had Saka, I'd be captaining him. I think best captains this week is Haaland and then Saka, and then joint after that is like Salah, Palmer, Gyökeres. Naf says double Burnley goalkeeper defense versus Sanchez and Hartman / Dorgu. I think going double with Dubravka and Esteb is fine. I think there's nothing wrong with that. It's just one of those, like, do you want to hedge and minimise your volatility in terms of how much you can go up, but also how much you can go down? Or you can kind of increase the thresholds where you could go up this way, but you could also go down even more. That's the difference between going Dubravka or Esteb, or Sanchez and Esteb. But go for one of the first two combinations. Go Dubravka or Esteb, whatever the defender is from Burnley. Or if you want to hedge and just reduce your rank change, then go Sanchez. Easy. Hanjo says Calafiori / Semenyo or Gabriel and Rodgers on a free hit. I'd say Calafiori Semenyo. On a free hit, Calafiori's fine. I definitely wouldn't be buying him longer term. I know he scored and he kept a clean sheet, but longer term he's definitely going to rotate with Lewis Skelly. But I think Semenyo is enough of an upgrade on Rodgers for that to be worth it, if that makes sense. Just double check the situation with Ben White and Timber. I thought I read one of them's out, and that might be even safer. Alexa says, what's the point of two Burnley assets if no bench boost this week? It depends. I can't remember who was on your bench. You had Dubravka, Esteve, Baleba and Juve. Yeah, it's because your bench isn't strong enough, in my opinion, to bench boost it. There's going to be better weeks for you, Alexis, to bench boost. Like, I wouldn't want to be bench boosting Juve when he's got Chelsea. Like, Baleba, he might get you defensive contributions, but he's quite a low ceiling pick. You'll have better weeks. Ahmed says, start Fulkrug or Porro. I would go Fulkrug. Did you copy Dolly Moore's team? No, he went... he had Verts and he had Watkins. He had a few different players. He said he's going to roll this week, and I don't expect that to change. But no, not the same team. Don't get me wrong, like, I'm the one that edits his videos, and I'm definitely getting inspiration watching his team and how he talks about the game and so on. But yeah, I'm not gonna like copy his team. Definitely not. Cucurella or Gabriel? If I had to pick one, I'd say Cucurella right now. If it's just for this week, Gabriel, obviously. Saliba for Frimpong. Yeah, if I had Frimpong, I'd be selling him for Gabriel or Saliba or Cucurella. Is Palmer your captain? I'm actually genuinely not sure. It'd be one of these two. It'd be Salah or Palmer. I need to think about it in a minute. Has Teddy made any transfers this week? No, he's rolling. I think he's given up on his team already. He benched Ballard, so... João Pedro captain? Nah, I wouldn't captain João Pedro. His minutes are going to be too low. Don't get me wrong, like, he can definitely score or haul in, you know, say he gets 65, 70 minutes. But I want someone that's playing around 90, like Salah, Palmer, Saka, Haaland probably won't be far off. Salah or Arias? I'm going to say Salah. Verts away at Newcastle or Reinders at home to Spurs? Oh, if I had to start one, probably be Reinders, but I definitely wouldn't be benching Verts. There's got to be someone else that you can start, someone that you can bench instead. Sacking on penalties for sure. Yeah, there was a Swedish journalist that reported it. That was apparently reliable. And obviously there's the Gyökeres connection, and they reported it, yeah. So it looks like it won't be Saka. 61% say, 62% say Salah, 38 say Palmer. These streams, they always kill me. Maybe I'll leave it on Salah. Labour for 5 million. I mean, he's going to tick along with defensive contributions, but I just can't. I don't know. I can't bring myself to just go for someone like Belabor and just hope you get 4 pointers instead of 2 pointers. Do you know what I mean? How we doing, Boofy? Don't back the Friday night game. Koke's on Munoz. Reinders is captain. Nah, I'd want to see Reinders really consistently hauling for me to ever consider captaining him. It's been one game. I'm happy to have him, but I'm not captaining him. Didn't you use your free hit? No. I was saying earlier, if I was going to free hit and then I put together a draft of how it would look, but I haven't used it now. I'm saving it. Jumper says he's 100% on Watkins' captaincy. What's Palmer's predicted XG versus Salah? Let me have a look at what review is saying. Well, we've got a player odds thing on the website as well. Is that live? I don't even know if we've launched that yet. Oh wow, yeah, it is live. I haven't even announced this yet. If you guys want to see this, new widget. FPL.page/player-odds. And it's got the goal scorer odds, and it's also got the goal involvement odds. So this is on the Focal app. And currently, it is extremely close. This is interesting. What's Mateta doing that high up? Salah 0.46, Palmer 0.43. It all makes sense there. Besides Mateta, that caught me off guard. That the odds assume that the players start, so like Marino, you wouldn't expect him to, of course. But yeah, it's very close. I'll have a look at what review projections are saying as well, and we can compare a couple of different sources. It had Salah just ahead of Palmer when I last looked, but it does. Oh, interesting. So there has been a change. Just putting a screenshot there, put that there. Wow, interesting. So Haaland's top 6.8, Gyökeres second 6.4, Palmer 6.3, Saka 6.3, Salah 6.1. So Palmer's, I mean, it's very, very small, but he's slightly ahead as well. That is interesting. Do I go back to Palmer captain? It's one of those, like, it's absolutely 50-50. Whatever happens this week, they could both smash it. It could be Salah hauls, Palmer blanks. It's easy to find the narrative after the game, isn't it? Like, let's say the other way around. Salah blanks, Palmer hauls. People are going to say, yeah, well, Newcastle were the best defence game we won. West Ham were terrible. Or if Palmer blanks, people will say, oh, yeah, but Palmer's not scored in open play for 5 months, whereas Salah's the GOAT of FPL. You always hear the narratives afterwards, whatever happens in FPL, don't you? So this is your opportunity to put your narrative in chat beforehand. What do you think is going to happen? 24k Will, day 1 of calling Focal Smexy Geezer. Bench 1 of Reinildo, Fulkrug and Porro. I bench Porro. Alright, what's your hot takes for this game week? Tice FPS. Newcastle will take Liverpool by surprise and win 2-0. Liam says the Isak drama could spill out onto the pitch for Newcastle, so Salah Hall. Yeah, but then it didn't happen in Game Week 1, did it? And it's been going on for a while. Zafa says Salah hat-trick. Palmer red card. I mean, what is that for a prediction? Palmer getting sent off. Gyökeres brace, Saka with 3 goals and assists combined, and Arsenal FOMO is the narrative next week. I can absolutely see that, Chazza. I can see that happening. It's like a fixture that you just won't be surprised if they haul him, but then next week we'll all be talking about, oh, should we go Palmer to Saka? Watkins to Gyökeres? And this is the thing with Spurs in Game Week 1. They played Burnley home. Kudus did great, Richarlison did great. Might have even been some price rises off the back of that, but they've got City next. You've got to play the fixtures. Ooga Booga, Palmer or Watkins captaincy? I'd put Palmer ahead of Watkins for sure. Who's Arsenal's pen taker? Apparently it's going to be Gyökeres this season. Ballard scores again. Honestly, if that happens 2 game weeks in a row, I don't know what to say. Did he transfer? I'm rolling this week. No transfers. Really, all I've got to decide still is Salah versus Palmer for my captain. What to do with Eze? Yeah, I'd get rid of Eze. You could go to Semenyo, Reinders, one of those two. He's not going to play for Palace. He didn't play last night because of Europa. And he's certainly not going to play this game week either because, yeah, he's going to be leaving, which is what's been widely reported. Quick look at most transfer players. Reinders 1.1 million. Semenyo 869,000. Wood, Ekatike, Ballard. Almost 500,000 people have bought Ballard. Haaland, Kudus, 8 Nori, Richarlison, Kukurea, Gabriel, Saliba, Raya, Cash. Who's the most sold then? Oh yeah, Frimpong. 1 million have sold Frimpong. Over 500,000 have sold Verts. Conservadio, João Pedro, Bowen, Isaac, fair enough. Palmer, Marmoush, Wan-Bissaka, Watkins. 259,000 sold Gyökeres after that. I can't believe that. Right, I'm going to speed run a trip to the toilet. I'll be back in a second. Wait there. Where's the cat? There he is. I'm back. Sorry about that. Definitely washed my hands. Right. Start Fulkrug or Porro? I would go Porro. Start the striker. No Chelsea leaks. We don't tend to get any Chelsea leaks. I will have a look near the deadline, but I don't think we ever get anything leaks from Chelsea. They always seem to keep the lid on in terms of leaks. Don't remember the last time we got one. No, nothing at the moment being reported. I'll keep an eye on it near the deadline, but don't know if we'll get anything for Chelsea. How we doing, Del Boy? Anurag says, start 3 out of Esteve, Anderson, Nico, Richards and Porro. I would go Esteve, I would go Richards, and I'd say Nico. Yeah, Esteve, Nico, Williams and Richards. I would go with those 3. Bench Anderson, bench Porro. In that order. Is Hato going to start? I'd be surprised. Surely you're not thinking of buying him, or is that on draft? Evan Nilsson or Bowen? Evan Nilsson. Did you transfer Anderson in for Nico Williams? No, I never had Williams. He was in some of my drafts in pre-season, but I didn't. I ended up with a different defence. How comes no Sanchez? I'm just hoping that Burnley home to Sunderland. They got that home fixture first of all. I'm hoping it's going to be a cagey, dull game. Try and grind out like the 1-0. Might not play out that way, but West Ham need a reaction as well after that shock result in Gameweek 1. Going 2 games in a row goalless, especially home in Gameweek 2 as well, would be a massive shock. And I don't know. The fans will be calling Potter out if they don't even score tonight. Spurs might pull one off. Do you reckon? I'd be surprised. I mean, City have got to be massive favourites, surely, but you never know. I do rate Frank. West Ham will be in the danger zone this year. Yeah, who do you reckon's going down then? It's so early to say. The audio feels a bit low. Not loud enough. What, my voice or the music? I can turn myself up if need be. Clean sheet odds again. Oh, the cat. How do I turn that off? Right. Not, yeah, I mean, Brentford, like, if Vissa goes, Wolves will be in massive trouble if Strand Larsen goes. It could just be like the promoted teams go straight back down. Burnley, Sunderland, maybe Leeds stay up. Sunderland, Burnley, and Brentford. Just keep the cat on. Yeah, I need to get like a proper mic arm fitted because normally I'm over here. Oh, it's too loud now. Normally I'm like here when I make my videos and I'm like, welcome back for another video. But I can't just sit here like this, surely, and hold it in my hands. Or is that better? Or is that too loud? Is Crystal Palace's Richards good? Yeah, he's good for defensive... Oh, is it too loud? Sorry. I'll put it back over there. It sounds sexy, though. Oh, sorry about that. I didn't realise it was going to be that loud. Do a captain poll. Okay. So we'll go Haaland, Salah. I need to have Saka on this, but I can't fit them all in. Other. I've got Haaland, Salah, Palmer, but I'd want to have Saka in that as well. Stephen Gallagher says, Fulkrug to Evan Nilsson, Strand Larsen or Roll. Can you afford that in one move? I quite like that. I'd probably go Fulkrug to Evan Nilsson if you can do it in one move, yeah. Watkins. A lot of Watkins cap. A lot of people going with Watkins. Oh yeah, I'll put the go back to this. Gyökeres captain, yeah, I'll rate that. Yeah, if I had him, I'd be extremely tempted, you know. Do I captain Salah or Palmer? Do I stick with double Burnley defence as well? FPL Apprentice, thanks for the 20 months, says bench 1, Adingra versus Burnley, Kudus against City, or Anderson Palace. Oh, the midfielder Anderson, yeah. Ah, that's a tricky one. I was really impressed by Anderson Gameweek 1. Really impressed. Like, he's definitely not just going to be defcons. He's going to get plenty of returns, given he's on free kicks and corners as well. If I had to pick one, probably a Dingra. That's really could go out any way, that one though, but I'd say probably a Dingra. Where's the music gone? It's very quiet suddenly. There we go. Right, just having a check on Twitter. Is anything going down here? Yeah, a lot of Palmer captainers, a lot of Salah captainers, very split. Right, I'm back. WH Random Guy says Calafiori, Gabriel or Saliba. I'll go Gabriel out of those three. I think he's clear of the other two. Probably wouldn't go Bruno captain, Ange. I'd like to see him more involved. I don't know how he's going to fit in with all these new signings and whether he's going to be playing a bit deeper from now on or not. And there was that quote in pre-season where he said something about maybe less goal involvements this season or something like that. I just wonder. So no, I probably wouldn't go there. Yeah, Gabriel over Saliba and Calafiori. Calafiori's not nailed at all, so I definitely wouldn't have him. Gabriel and Saliba are, but Gabriel basically has just got the most goal threat off the set pieces. So Gabriel. No Porro. I mean, it's Porro versus Anderson. I've gone with Anderson, home fixture. Better for DCs, but Porro's better for, obviously, goal involvement. But I mean, on the clean sheet odds, Porro had like 9% chance, so both are going to concede, let's be honest. Saka captaincy so low. I know, he's been massively slept on. Like, if I had him, I'd be captaining him. But I couldn't fit him on the poll. You only get to put 4 options. We've got 1,100 votes. 47% Salah. Haaland and Palmer 18%. 17% other. So a lot of people on the others are like Watkins, Saka, I guess. A step over Porro is absolute insanity. Is it though? His clean sheet odds are like about 3 or 4 times better. Surely Burnley concede. God, these last minute decisions. I mean, I could just go back to that and hedge. Do some offers for your app. It's cheaper if you go for like an annual or the whole season, whole year. I'll probably do some offers in like December or something, but not for a while. Call me crazy, but I've brought in and captain Tavernier. Let's see if it works out. Well, that is crazy. That is genuinely crazy. What's the thinking with Tavernier captain? How we doing, Paul? Good to see you. I think Sunderland look great. They made some good moves in the summer, and Burnley have lost Trafford, of course. Yeah, maybe I'll leave it as that. Maybe I'll leave it how it was in the team selection video. Last minute tinkering can often be a bad thing, can't it? Richards or Cash, who do I start? Probably Cash. I'm probably going to have similar clean sheet odds, but Cash might get you an attack in return if you're really lucky. Lock your team in, Oscar. I think that's it. But I reserve the right to change my mind in the next half an hour before the deadline. But I think that's it. I'm really pleased with the team I ended up on with Gameweek 1. Like, I know a lot of them blanked, but it feels like a fairly balanced team. The defence, to be fair, is pretty crap this week, but like, although Strand Larsen blanked, I was impressed by him. He looked good. I think he's going to be alright for 6.5. Bruno, yeah, we'll have to see, I suppose, like I was saying earlier, with Cunha and Mbumo, Sesko, and how it all fits together. But Focal, I hope you have a long and fulfilling life. I need your expertise. Dorgu, Porro, Milenkovic, Williams, and Estev. Start 3. Estev, Dorgu, Milenkovic. And hi to Raccoon's dog. FPL Insiders on Haaland captain. Very nice. You want to take a risk on Esteval tonight? Do you reckon he could start, pal? I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't think I'd go there on a free hit. I think you can do better with the mids. I would have Semenyo, I'd have Saka, I'd have Reinders. Who would the last one be? Probably not Esteval though. If he does start, he's going to get like an hour, isn't he? So it feels like he's not very good for minutes. Archie says start 1, Tielemans, Porro, Estev. Definitely not Porro. Tielemans or Estev. I think Tielemans. Tielemans I would go, yeah. Ayamide says, I need Reinders, but I've got nothing in the bank. Do I leave Anderson? Yeah, if I went Anderson to Gameweek 1, don't get me wrong, I would just stick with him. Just stick with him for now. Like, he looked unbelievable. I thought he was Forest's best player, even though Wood got the brace. I thought he was absolutely class. The first goal as well was his corner, and it took 2 defensive touches, which meant technically in FPL's terms, not an Anderson assist. And then he took a free kick at one point. It struck an arm, it wasn't given. That was in the box, would have been a penalty. So he could have come away with 3 assists. But the one he did get was such a brilliant ball. Like, struck first time, curled it round to Wood, put him through on goal, and he buried it round on the keeper. I was really impressed with Anderson. Maybe that's my only regret, not going Anderson and Reinders. So I'll definitely stick with him. You and Harry have got a very close team by 2 players. Is it actually that similar? I thought he had more players different. He went... What did he do? João Pedro. He went like Dorgu, Agbadu, something like that. There is a bit of a template right now, don't get me wrong. And that's going to kind of disperse over the season very quickly. People always say, like, you've all got the same team, but it's actually, when you look at it over the season, it's not true, or we'd all finish on the same points. There are lots of players that naturally people agree on are good picks. Start Brennan or Sarr? I guess you start Brennan. Much more attacking, isn't he? Start Brennan. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to leave it as is now. The only thing I might still change is Dubravka. Just got a feeling about that game, and I might regret Sanchez, but it does give me something extra to cheer on tonight, I suppose. I can cheer on the clean sheet, and I can cheer on Palmer, assuming his ownership's not too through the roof from captaincy. T. Salama says, bench 1 of Porro, Estev, Williams, starting Richards. I bench Porro. I know it sounds crazy because he's 5.5 mil, but this is like the one game where I won't be starting Porro. After that, don't get me wrong, I'll be starting him all the time. I don't think you can see the fixtures, but he's got Bournemouth, West Ham, Brighton, Wolves, Leeds, Villa, Everton. Like, he's set and forget start for a while after this. It's just this one game for me that I'm not keen on. I can't imagine him keeping a clean sheet. I know he did last season, but that was such a shock result, 4-0 at the Etihad. I just don't see it happening. City are better as well than they were then. Too much respect on City. I know I get so many comments about it, like you keep doubting us, and this is like Spurs, but we'll prove you wrong. I just think City score at the Etihad against Spurs. That is not a hot take. That's not a brave thing to say. I just think City score against Spurs. They're too good not to. So basically, what you're counting on, assuming that happens, is Spurs get an assist, Porro gets an assist or a goal. So I just think he's benchable this 1 week. I also think Anderson concedes, so that's at the back of my head as well. Like, what's likelier? Who do you support? Arsenal. I'm an Arsenal fan. Who do you all support? Any other Arsenal fans? James says, love the content, Oscar. Quick question. I did well with 65 points in Gameweek 1. I'm considering free hitting still to attack the fixtures while my team isn't overly bad. No, I'd save it, James. If your team isn't overly bad, save it. There's going to be better weeks, trust me. There's going to be weeks where you think my team is overly bad now, and I wish I had the free hit, so save it. Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, United, Barcelona, Palace, Albion, Antwerp, City, Everton, Liverpool. Seems like we've got Arsenal in the biggest numbers this week. A lot of Gunners. Come on, you Gunners, he says. Glasgow, Celtic, Barcelona, Madrid, Chesterfield FC, Fulham, Reading, Brisbane Roar, Preston, Cardiff, Madrid, Burnley, Liverpool since 1975, Gooners, Eze City, Celtic, Newcastle, Mumbai, Wolves, Bruges, Yeovil, Crawley, Wimbledon, Falkirk, Luton, Leeds. I think. All right, I'm stopping there. We've said I think that's about every single football team that exists now. Focal FC. I like that. C-Mac says, what does this say? Hang on. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. And if Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair, then Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? What have I just read? I mean, I'll read it because it's thank you for the super chat. But what is that? What the hell is even that? Pad Kelly says, start the Bravk over Sanchez. Don't have a Stev. Yeah, I would. I would. The only reason I'm looking at it is because I might hedge. It just feels right though to start the Bravka. Tongue and mind twister. What do you think of the Newcastle wingers? Gordon could be interesting. Because he'd be on pens as well, I suppose. But I'm not going there. Not right now. Dubravka or Sanchez? Stack for Dewsbury Hall next game week. Nah, save your transfer. Dewsbury Hall, neither of them probably going to get you much normally. Like, Stack did have a good game, but I would leave that. Sanchez better clean sheet odds. Yeah. What was it, like 2%? These are the latest odds. Arsenal 46%, City 34%, Chelsea 34%, Bournemouth and Burnley 32%. So we're talking 2%. So I can hedge and get 2% better clean sheet odds, which is... Fudgy says, bro, it's Burnley. Yeah, but they're home to Sunderland. If I'm not going to start Dubravka home to Sunderland, when am I? When am I? I think I'm going to do it. I'll stick with Salah though. Ah. Sunderland put 3 past West. Ah. Alright. I'm going to end up tweeting this so last minute because I don't feel sure about the goalkeeper situation. Toss a coin. Can I get Google to toss a coin for me? No, that's not a good way to do FPL. I've been there before. It doesn't work out. It's not clever to do the toss a coin thing. You gotta own it. You can't let the coin decide. Bench boost, you know you want to. I'm not bench boosting double Spurs defence and Gw against my own keeper and won't start. There's absolutely no way. You tossed the coin for me, it landed on Sanchez. New subscriber alert. Thank you very much, Semester Class. And anyone else, by the way, that's subscribed during this stream. Welcome to the channel. The deadline streams are a little bit stressful. Sorry about that. Apologies. But the videos are normally better than this, I promise. Right. Lewis says, hope you're well, Focal. Double Forest in Murillo and Williams. Should I transfer in Gabriel? I was always planning it later, but avoids price changes. Thanks. No, I'd stick it out with them. I know they've got great clean sheet odds this week, but I wouldn't spend a transfer this early. A roll transfer is worth more, in my opinion, than Gabriel potentially keeping a clean sheet home to Leeds. Nah, save it. Iob says, Raya, Gabriel, Tarkowski, Kukureya, Semenyo, Gakpo, Palmer. You're on a free hit. Hang on a free hit. Or do Mateta down, Salah up. You're on a free hit already. Okay. Get Saka in there. If you're on a free hit, surely get Saka in and you get Haaland in. Is that what you're saying? I'd have free hit. I'd have Haaland over Salah. I'd have Saka. I'd have Gyökeres. That's what I would do. You've got to attack the fixture. Arsenal are home to Leeds. Get rid of Raya and go for Saka instead. I did a free hit. You have to rewind a bit to try and find it, but I did also do a quick free hit draft earlier. Double Forest and Burnley defence, says Joshua. Yeah, why not? I don't dislike it. Obviously, hedging also looks nice. You're less exposed to the rank swings. But I don't hate it. I think double Burnley defence is fine. I think I'm going to leave it as it is. Jonathan says, hold Cherky for another week or move to Reinders. I'd be surprised if he starts, but... I don't think... Will he start? He's not... I'd probably sell, yeah. I think there's a good chance he won't start. So with that in mind, I would sell. That's the only time I'd probably consider making a transfer, is if you've got someone that's not going to start or injured. I wouldn't do luxury moves. Some of the moves that have been thrown out are just too luxury. A free transfer is worth more than doing something like, I don't know, like someone said Murillo to Gabriel. That's just so luxury. I just definitely wouldn't do that. If you've got Frimpong, then yeah, sell him for Cucurella, sell him for Gabriel. Why Rodgers over Semenyo? Where was this question before Gameweek 1? I know he's got the brace last week, and obviously I wish I had him for that brace, but it's too late now. The brace is gone, and I've got Rodgers. I just liked the fixtures slightly more for Rodgers. Like Brentford, much better. Newcastle's out of the way. Then he's got Palace, he's got Everton, he's got Sunderland, Fulham and Burnley. Gameweek 5 to 7, 2 promoted teams in 3 weeks. Kadaluasa, thanks for the 24 months, 2 years, and he says, we love a stressful stream. Surely you guys do not like watching me stress like this. Surely not. This cannot be an enjoyable watch. Right, let's have a look. What's going on over here? What's everyone on Twitter saying? We've got 15 minutes till the deadline. Anything interesting? Strand Larson being predicted to start. I'll be so gutted if he goes to Newcastle. Maybe that'd be a good thing if he ends up their main number 9, but I just can't see it. I hate how 50-50 Salah versus Palmer is this week. You know what they should do? Your vice captain should get you 1.5 points or something like that. That would be fun. How we doing, Sonny? And at least that way you get the best of both worlds. But no, I don't think they'll ever do that. That's probably not a good idea. It sounds good in theory. Getting points from your captain and vice. Double from your captain, 1.5 times from your vice. But look at who FPL Olympians captain and go for the opposite. How are we doing, Muckmere? I think I'd stick with Salah. No, that'd be too safe. Yeah, I think you're right. It'd be less swingy. It's just, you have to get your decision bang on in weeks like this. Like, ultimately, I do think it's genuinely 50-50, whatever plays out. But Palmer looks great. Salah looks great. Saka and Gyökeres, if I had them, probably equally good, if not better. And then there's Haaland as well. Let's free hit. Don't say that to me 15 minutes from the deadline. You free hit, Spook. I'm not free hitting. Peter says, who to bench? Dingra, Reinders or Strand Larson? I would bench a Dingra, Peter. Ask the cat. Mad says, bench 2 out of Porro, Kudus, Cherky, Nico Williams and Barry. Cherky and Barry, I would say. So probably won't start. The others should do. So based on that, that's what I would do. I think they were both benched last week, weren't they? Any last minute news to know about? I don't think so. I've just been checking in the background, but we've got 15 mins. We don't really get any leaks for Chelsea, so I don't know if there'll be anything. Let's have a look. Don't think so. What did I miss? Risky Pearl with a 9 months says, hello Oscar, bench boost Anderson, Van der Ven, Steven, Dubravka, or 7.8 million. What's the or 7.8 million? Oh, your overall rank. No, I wouldn't bench boost that. It's not strong enough. It's not far off, but it's not quite there, I think. I won't be quite comfortable bench boosting Van der Ven away at the Etihad. Do I captain Palmer though? Oh, I'm still thinking about Dubravka. Stick with Salah. Bench 1, Gw2, Cucurella, Anderson, Murillo. Gw2. I'm still thinking about it. Palmer's scoring 2 today. Tim says Palmer captain, let's go. Don't do this to me, Tim. Have you seen Watkins' record against Brentford? I have seen it, Chris. Yeah, my mate was telling me earlier he's a Villa fan. He's got really good records. There's so many options this week. That's why it's so annoying. Sterling starts. Who the hell does Sterling even play for? Is he still Chelsea? Dubravka in, follow your mind. Honestly, my gut feeling is the complete opposite of what I've done here. I show you, my gut feeling is this. But I don't know if I trust my gut. That's what I think. But it's riskier. Both of those combinations is riskier. Oh god, I hate this. Holly Shan, Salah. Captain yourself. I need to post my team as well, but I genuinely don't know what to do. Go for it. Oh, it's going to be the worst weekend ever if Palmer blanks tonight and I go Palmer though. It's only week 2, mate. Trust your gut. Oh. Every poll I've done has said the opposite of what I'm doing right now, and that also worries me a lot. Worst weekend ever might be a tad dramatic. Yeah, sorry, that was dramatic. Okay, not ever. It's gonna be a grim, long weekend if like Palmer blanks tonight, Sanchez keeps a clean sheet, and I've captained Palmer and I've got Dubravka starting. Milkman says recent early kickoff history. Let's myth bust. Flandy, thank you for the 40 months. Says big 40. Hang on, I swear this is deja vu. You're on a free hit this week. Nervous. Good luck with the free hit, Flandy. And thank you for the 40 months. You dare go against an FPL god? No need to double up. Go Palmer, I'll do it with you. ChatGPT backed it, bro. I'm not listening to ChatGPT about FPL ever. With the greatest respect to ChatGPT or whatever, any AI, I'm not ever listening to that. Like, whatever happens, this was 50-50. It's not like I'm going massively against the grain. Like, it's Cole Palmer and he's got West Ham. Lock him. Come. Oh, God. Let me do a fresh poll. Eight minutes. Oh, God. I'm actually stressing. I think I'll leave it. Why is it always at the end? Honestly, Tommy, I don't know why I do this to myself. Nice keyboard, thank you. I think I'll leave it. You're adrenaline junkie. I'm not as well. Honestly, I hate this. Saka as captain. We ride together, we die together. Never get fancy, always captain Salah. Palmer position is concerning. Meta AI said Salah. Meta AI? Who's asking Meta's AI for FPL questions? You're unusually unsettled, dude. Just commit. Oh no, I'm not normally this bad. I'm genuinely not. I think that's it. I think I'm leaving that. Go with your heart. Like, if nothing else, if this goes horribly wrong, then I backed myself. And I'm never backing myself again. And he's going Salah. Yeah, fair enough. Salah's great. Oscar be brave. Lock it in. Spread the risk, always better in the long run. Oscar, my dad said Palmer over Salah. My dad is 60 years old. Hurry up, Oscar. Time is running out. Well, there's 6 minutes left. I think I'm not touching it now. At some point, I had the perfect combination of starters on this stream, so I can always say I had it right at one point. Oh man, I'm gonna lose it tonight if Palmer scores. Let's tweet the team. Thoughts on Watkins captain to Salah? Yeah, I prefer Salah over Watkins personally. Alright, let's post the team before I change my mind again. I don't know what's going. I don't know what's happened to me. I'm not normally this unsettled, am I? Statistically, this is better as it's split risk. Yeah, it's split risk, isn't it? It's like there's upside of double defense. Like if Sanchez concedes tonight, then I'm going to be like, oh great, I've got Dubravka to go. But yeah, if Sanchez keeps a clean sheet tonight, that's bad because he's a really popular keeper. Will Toes in play? Not sure, sorry. I heard he's back and available for selection. I don't know if he'll start though. Yeah, I'm leaving it. I can't touch it anymore. Wan-Bissaka or Van de Ven? Wan-Bissaka, I would say. Palmer, captain, Salah vice, Dubravka over Sanchez. Tonight's going to be a stress watch, I think. If Palmer scores though, like a nice early Palmer goal involvement, and I'll be like, oh, I don't mind what happens now. Crazy deadline stream, love it. They always are. Well, they not always are. I'm actually not normally this bad. Fulkrug or Porro in the starting 11, rationale. I would go Fulkrug, back the striker. Like Porro, you need the clean sheet points, do you? Otherwise you're counting on a goal involvement. Whereas Fulkrug, you don't need a clean sheet. West Ham likely don't keep one, that's fine. Don't ruin your weekend by captaining Palmer. What's the deadline stream about Oscar losing his mind? I genuinely am. I could undo what it wasn't a bad game. It won 60 points. I got to back myself. Like whatever happens, I think I felt Dubravka was slightly better than Sanchez, and Palmer slightly better than Salah. Watkins captain all the way. 45% of Salah on the poll, 27% Palmer, 13% Haaland, 14% other. Salah the GOAT. I keep closing chat by accident. Right, let me post that. Gameweek 2, rolled the transfer. Publish. Oscar, indecision is moving the needle on other managers. Palmer captain's gone up 9% in your poll since the start of the stream. Is that true? Damn. Don't copy me. Did I save it? Yeah. Whatever happens, it's going to be a good team selection video next week, isn't it? For the right or wrong reasons. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out to find out what happens next week. I've got a lot to cheer on tonight, though. Well, I would have had even more if I had Sanchez starting, actually, but the captaincy. It's a 50-50 call, isn't it? Whatever happens, it's a coin toss. If it goes wrong, it's your fault. Yeah, it's my fault. It's not Palmer's or Chelsea's. It's mine if he blanks. 0-0 tonight. Oh, don't. I'm hoping it'd be like a nice high-scoring game. You know, like a nice early goal from either team just to open the game up. 7 more thumbs up, boys. What are we on? Locked. That's the deadline. What if Dubravka's injured? I don't mind that because Sanchez auto subs on. If someone doesn't play, then that's what your bench is for. The bench auto subs on. Yeah. And he went Palmer as well. Someone said he went Salah. I thought someone said Andy went Salah. It was 993 and it jumped over 1k right at the deadline. Appreciate that. Yeah, for right or wrong reasons, it's going to be a good team selection video on Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe for that. Friday night football tonight, so good luck whoever you've got involved. And I'll do a video on Sunday, like a transfer plans one. Monday will be the players to buy. Tuesday, not sure, we'll see. I've got an idea for a Tuesday video every week now. Wednesday, team selection. Thursday, the experts. Friday, we'll see what Tom Dollymore did in the end. I don't know if he went Salah or Palmer, so we'll find that out. And yeah, that'll be the next week of content. But of course, we've got the weekend ahead of us. So I hope you all have a great weekend. Is there any questions before I go? I normally just dip on the deadline, but if anyone's got any like last minute questions or want to ask me anything before I go, then feel free to ask them. FPL related or not. Palmer benched. Imagine. It's either going to be a 0-0 or a Palmer hat-trick. What's for dinner? I'm having quiche. I've got some quiche in the fridge to reheat. Locked in. Post the team on YouTube. I'll just do that straight after. Like, the deadline's passed anyway. It's a bit messy to do it. To do it during the streams. Why would you captain Palmer? Don't say that to me when the deadline's passed, Danny. Come on. You like the background music? Yeah, the background music is Harris Heller. He makes like copyright-free music for streams, which is great. Plus, there's a few songs I made mixed into the playlist. Palmer's literally on the bench. How was your week? How was my week? What did I even do this week? It was a good week, I think. I can't really remember. I forget what I had for dinner yesterday. When people are like, what have you been up to? You know, like when you bump into your mates or you go out. They're like, what have you been up to? And I'm like, I actually don't know what I've been up to. Focal ain't going fancy of Salah captain. Bruno captain. Good luck, Bruno. Obviously, good luck anyone, whoever you went with. Like this week, Saka's great. Gyökeres, Haaland, Salah, Palmer all look really nice. You'll regret the double Burnley. Yeah, I might. I think I might. Well, let's see. There's nothing I can do about it now. FPL is a game of making the best decisions you think they are at the time. And if you made what you thought was the best decision, then don't sweat it on the outcome. High risk, high reward. Yeah, that's true. Why Dubravka over Sanchez? I really went back and forth. Like the clean sheet odds are basically the same. I even looked on like review, their projections were the same. Could be a cagey game because it's such a massive game for both teams. Right at the start of the season as well. So Andy switched to Palmer last second. Oscar, you can leave now, bro. Yeah, I'm going to leave now. I've been live for 2 hours. I think I'm starting to lose my mind. And I think someone said at the start of the stream I look like I've aged a lot. So I feel like I've aged another year just on that last half an hour of that stream, deciding captain. Thank you, as always, for tuning into the stream. I do appreciate your support very much. And I hope you smash it this game week. I hope you get a big... Well, it's the first arrow of the season this week. So I hope you get a massive green arrow. Yeah, good luck with your players this game week. That is it from me. Focal out.